Hello everybody, welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back. I've got an interesting video for you today. As you can see, we have the Suzuki DR650 today. We're gonna go for a little ride. It's been a while since I've rode, so I thought I'd get out and go for a cruise today. This is a good bike. I put $3 worth of gas in there just now. Let me reset my odometer to 0. And we're gonna go for a cruise. I got a new microphone that I'm gonna be testing today. Should be a lot of fun. I have no idea where we're going today or what we're gonna do. All I know is it's a beautiful day and we're gonna get out. Go have some fun. This bike runs good. I've had this bike for a while. It's a 2018 model and it runs good. As you can see, I only have 561 miles on this bike, so it's pretty much a brand new bike. We are in Winslow, Arizona right now. And the direction I'm heading right now is south. I'm at the north part of the town. I'm gonna head south and head out towards the woods. We're gonna go look at some trees today. If you're curious about the camera mount, it is a chest mount. So I have a chest mount. I'm using the GoPro Hero 7 Black Edition. It's a good camera. I have a Hero 9 also with the media mod, but I just grabbed the 7 for today's adventure. This is a small little town that I live in. Born and raised here. When I first got the bike out, because it hadn't been ran in a while, I noticed that the front tire was a little bit low, so I had to top it off and put some air in it. But nothing too significant. Nice little four-way stop here. There's not a lot in this town as far as traffic lights. I think we only have 2 traffic lights, the one that you just saw a minute ago, and then there's one downtown, kind of by standing on the corner here in Winslow, Arizona. This is a cool little town. It really is. If you ever if you haven't been here, I guess is what I'm saying, it'd be worth coming by and taking a look at this town. It's pretty cool. Got a lot of little food places to eat, and I don't know, it's home to me. This stop sign right here is brand new. You never used to have to stop here, but now you do. I guess they had too many accidents running into that house up there, so they decided to put a stop sign there. I mean, you're not going to control the idiots. All you're going to do is make the law-abiding citizens that already drive well, they're going to have to stop. So nothing too crazy, but I don't know. Look, there's a jet flying in the sky up there. This is just a beautiful day. It's probably about noon right now, and I just felt like getting out for the day. Felt like getting out, testing this microphone, seeing what the audio sounds like, and how's the bike gonna run. And the bike's always ran great. Brakes are working good, front brake, rear brake, everything's working good. Saw a few of my friends a minute ago. That's the beauty about living in a small town. You pretty much know everybody. It's kind of funny. We're gonna go down by standing on the corner here. Gonna make a turn here, a left turn. Guess I should get used to using my turn signals a little bit more. I don't use them as much as I should. So the road that I'm driving on right now is known as 2nd Street. 2nd Street goes east, and over this direction is 3rd Street, and 3rd Street goes west. So it's a pretty cool little town. It's been chilly, but not bad. A lot of people come right here to standing on the corner from all over the world.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah. A lot of people come here. They take pictures over there with that statue. So that's kind of cool. And I'm going to take a right, and we're going to hit Highway 87, and we're going to go south. See what everybody's doing, make sure there's no cars coming. This road here, if we stay on 87 and go south, we can go all the way to Payson, Arizona. Payson's a nice place too, and that, you know, that might not be a bad ride today. Go to Payson, look at some pine trees, get some footage to share with you guys, and maybe grab a bite to eat and come back or something. That wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if I'll go that far, but we'll take a look and see what we're gonna do. I'm really open for anything. I just filled up the tank here, so I've got a full tank of gas, and this bike, it gets pretty good mileage. There we go. It just wants to open up. It wants to move. This bike wants to go. So as you can see right there, that little spurt there, we got up to 75 real easy. This bike runs really good. It's got plenty of power. Okay, let's get it up and get going a little bit, and let's see what this bike can do. We're gonna open it up a little bit, test the audio. I'm doing 80 miles an hour right now. This bike's got plenty of power. I got a little bit of headwind that I'm going up against. Slow down a little bit, I don't want to get pulled over. Yeah, this is a beautiful day to be out. It's a little chilly. Temperatures are a little cold. Hopefully this microphone is working good and we're not getting a lot of wind noise. So I'm curious to see how this video and audio, for that matter, is going to look. I did order a chin mount so that I can mount my camera to the chin portion of my helmet. That'll be nice, because if I turn my head left or right, I'll be able to see maybe wildlife or something like that. I love living in Arizona. This is one of the most beautiful states in the country. People that come here for the first time, they're surprised at how beautiful this place is, because they think that Arizona is just desert and cactus everywhere, and it's really not. We have pine trees, we've got skiing, we've got lakes, we have just about anything you could imagine here in this state. It's a wonderful place to live. I just absolutely love Arizona. Planning on doing a lot more trips in the near future on the bike, you know, doing some camping trips and stuff. I'm definitely going to do that. I think that'll be nice, that'll be fun. So we're almost to sunset, which is those two mountains there. And once I get through those, we're going to start getting into trees a little bit. We'll get into a little bit of scrub, juniper and cedars, and then we'll see some pine and some oak. It's just a nice little ride. Okay, we caught a car, so I got to slow my speed down a little bit. But even that car's doing pretty good, because I'm doing 80 right now. We're through Sunset Pass, and now we're starting to see a little bit of scrubs. The bike is running good. The weather seems to have warmed up just a tiny bit, so it feels nice. It feels really good. Decided I would slow my speed down a little bit to about 55. I just want to test the volume. See how the audio comes in at this speed. Let's try 65 and see how the audio does there. So now we're up to 65. Boy, at 90 I had a lot of wind noise in my ears, and I just don't know how the audio is going to sound in the video. Let's bump it up to 75. There we go, we're at 75 now. See what the audio sounds like here. And up this hill, let's get it on up to 85 and let's listen to the audio at 85 miles an hour. Going up a hill here. We just hit 80. Okay, come on, come on. There we go. DR650. 85 miles an hour. Yeah, this is so nice. I get a lot of wind noise in my ears, so I'm really curious how the audio is going to sound. There's a nice little restaurant over here in a place called Happy Jack, and I'm thinking about going there and maybe getting a bite to eat. It's been nice coming out, getting a ride on the bike. As you can see, we're starting to get into the pine trees and oaks, and still got scattered junipers and cedars. This is such a nice area. Real estate out here is really expensive. To find beautiful trees and stuff like this in Arizona, it really comes at a premium. What I would like to do is find some land that has a water source on it with trees, and buy that land and build me a tiny house. That'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of elk and deer in this area, so you kind of got to watch out. So I think I'll probably reduce my speed a little bit. Most of the time those animals come out in the night though, when it's really cold, when it's dark. During the day like this, you probably won't see them out here, but they still exist, so I got to be aware. Oh, what a nice day to come out and go for a motorcycle ride. One of the reasons I'm testing all this gear is because I have another bike that I purchased. It's a little Honda Monkey, so little 125cc motor. The reason I bought that bike is because it's getting over 100 miles to the gallon. It's about a 55 mile an hour bike from what I understand. I don't have the bike yet. I had to order it out of Tucson, so I paid a $500 deposit, and it's a 2022 yellow Honda Monkey. And it's funny because the color yellow on that bike is I think they call it banana yellow. Pretty cool. The neat thing about the 2022 Honda Monkeys is they come out with a 5-speed transmission this year. So the bikes before that were only a 4-speed. So I'm very interested to see and get this Honda Monkey. I've been wanting it for a long time. I think it's going to be great. I've went 40 miles so far on this trip. I'd like to get some kind of a box that I put on the back instead of that milk crate. I want something that I can lock. Something that I can keep my stuff in, that I can lock, so that if I stop to get down to go eat or something like that somewhere, I can go in and not have to worry about my stuff being stolen or something like that, because right now everything's just sitting in a milk crate. So I'll probably take everything in with me, everything of value, that is, you know, like my drone and my GoPro and stuff like that. I have this GoPro that I'm filming with, but I also have the Hero 9 Black Edition with me as well. I'm really excited about getting this monkey. I think it's going to be really cool. You know, being 2022, I just had to do something for Mission 22. I had to do something that had the number 22 in it, and that's why I bought the 2022 Honda Monkey. That's something that I'll never forget. It'll always have a good cause, and when I ride that bike, I'll always remember the 22 American veterans that commit suicide every single day. That's one of the reasons behind buying that monkey. Plus, I'm a survival instructor, and I like having things that are gonna be very fuel efficient, because if the economy crashes or fuel prices go up or whatever the case might be, having something like that little 125 Honda Monkey that gets great fuel economy, that'll just be a nice thing. Be just a nice thing to have if I need to run to the store or run somewhere to do something around town, go get a bite to eat or whatever I got to do. Having a cheap, inexpensive form of transportation that I can use on good weather days, I think that's important. So that's probably why I'm so excited to get that bike. This bike is fantastic. That's another thing about having that Honda Monkey and having this bike. It'll give me two options. It'll have a super fuel efficient, there's the ranger station there on the left. So you'll have the very fuel efficient Honda Monkey for putting around and having fun on. And then this bike, if I want to do any kind of interstate travel, because here, if I understand it correctly, here in the state of Arizona, you cannot take a motorcycle on the interstate unless your motor is at least 250 cc's. So the Honda Monkey only being 125, you cannot take it on the interstate. You can take it on a highway. So this drive that I'm doing today, I would be able to do that on the Honda Monkey without a problem. No problem at all. I have a really cool idea that just came into my head about flying the drone. There's a really cool place up here called the Mogollon Rim. Beautiful place, and I think that would be a neat place to go to get some drone footage. I'll be able to park the bike and fly the drone off the cliff, and I think that'd be cool. Now this looks a little wet, maybe even icy. Slow my roll a little bit right here. There we go. Ice is something that I don't want to tangle with. Little dead elk on the side of the road there. Saw the birds eating on it. This is a good bike if I want to go to Flagstaff, which is, you know, and then I could take I-40, which is the interstate, because this motor is a 650, so it's plenty big for taking on the interstate. I could easily do 75, you know, keep up with traffic. So if I wanted to go to Flagstaff, that's, you know, probably about a 50-minute drive. I think it's 56 miles or something like that. And Flagstaff's a beautiful area. There's so much going on over there. It's a nice place to be, but it's again, it's a very expensive place to live. The cost of living in the housing market there is through the roof. I have a lot of motorcycle adventures that I would like to do this year. I want to get out a lot, and I want to do like camping trips and travel and go look at places and look at things in the state of Arizona. I mean, get all over the state. That's what I'd really like to do. I don't know if my GoPro's even filming anymore. I have no way of noticing. I think it still is. I kind of lean over and I look in the mirror and I see, looks like it's still filming, so that's a good thing. The GoPro Hero 7 is, it's been a really good camera. I've shot a lot of videos with that camera. You know, this is the first video that I've done mic'd up like this, so I'll learn from this, whatever it is, if it's too loud or too quiet or too much wind noise or whatever. I'm going to learn from this video today, and I'll make adjustments to make better videos in the future. I hope you guys are bearing with me. We're going to drop down. There's a gas station on the right, and there's also a little restaurant on the right. by that gas station. And we're gonna stop there and take a break and maybe get a little bite to eat. And then I think I might go out to the Mogollon Rim and fly the drone out there. That'll be fun. These are tall trees here. Who would have thought, you know, a person that had never been to Arizona, who would have thought that this is the kind of beautiful country that you would see in Arizona? It's just amazing. Right down there at the bottom, you can see that little gas station. That's where the restaurant is too. I don't know if they're open or not, but we'll find out. Take that road right there and you could go to Flagstaff. I had to stop here and change out batteries on my GoPro. The battery had died on me, so I got a fresh battery in. This little restaurant here was closed, so we're gonna take off from here and we're gonna go to the Mogollon Rim. What I'd like to do is fly my drone, so let's get on out of here. Let's get on over there and we'll fly the drone. I think it'll be fun. We don't have to go far to the turnoff. It's just right up over this little hump here. It's a dirt road from here. And it's a pretty road, and we'll be able to go to the rim and look at the fly the drone out there. It'll be cool. This road right here, Jones Crossing and Mogollon Rim. This is the road we're gonna get on. No cars behind me. Anytime I ride a motorcycle, I always pretend that I am invisible and that nobody can see me. Oh no, the road is closed. Can't go there. Okay, well, that answers that. Got a couple of options here. Go left to Payson. It's about 37 miles, and get a bite to eat there and then go home. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll go to Payson. It's a beautiful place. Get some footage today. This section of the ride, I'm gonna just kind of relax a little bit more. I'm not gonna go super fast. We're gonna just take it easy now. Do about 50, 55. We're gonna simulate the speed of a monkey. We'll do about 50. This is about what the monkey will do. I think they're about a 55-mile-an-hour bike. So this is what a little 125 will look like. And I'm excited about that, because that's going to be, you know, the cool thing about slowing down a little bit and doing a speed like this, and I'm referencing the monkey, it's going to give you the opportunity to notice things. You'll be able to see things. You'll take a smell of the air. You'll actually experience the trip a little bit more than if you were just blasting like I was a minute ago doing 90. I mean, we're literally doing half the speed almost. Sometimes when you slow down, you notice things. You know, you might see, and those monkeys are real quiet. So it's quite possible that you could ease up on animals and they probably wouldn't even hear you. I know that when my mom and my pop and my aunt and my uncle and we all went camping up at Big Lake, Arizona, and they brought their monkeys. So there was 3 Honda monkeys there, and I rode with my uncle and I rode with my mom. And on both of those trips, we ran into wildlife. We saw elk, and you know, they didn't even know we were there. Those monkeys are really quiet, and that's the point that I'm trying to make here. And those bikes are perfectly legal to take on the highways. So I could do a trip like this, you know, down to Payson and back or something like that, and get a little bite to eat, or go look at a thrift store, or maybe see if I can find an old Coleman stove for sale, or a yard sale, or who knows what I could get into, you know, what I could find out there. What I'd like to do on this bike is I'd like to figure out a way to put 12-volt power here, you know, like USB power, so I could plug in my GoPro. And I'm kind of thinking that I might want to do like a handlebar mount instead of this chest mount. This chin mount might be a good option, but I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to think of some options for my bike, and I don't really know a lot of places to get things like that, but it's something that I'm going to start researching and looking into. And that way I can plug a GoPro in and just let it not run on the batteries. It'll run off of the power of the bike, and then I could record, you know, long time warps and things like that. I could charge my phone, and it would just be a nice option to have. This year, you know, I plan on getting out a lot more, doing more skills related videos where I'm teaching survival stuff. Boy, it's chilly right here. A little cold spell right there, all that shade. And that's the cool thing about riding a motorcycle. You get to experience. In a car, you don't experience that kind of stuff. In a bike, you feel it. Oh, there's the heat, there's the cold. Ooh, there's the wind. Ooh, I smell a fire, or whatever the case is, you know. Motorcycles are nice. So I'm doing 50. This is about what the monkey will do. You know, and that's good enough for me. 55. That'll be perfect. You know, you'll get out for the day, you'll get excellent fuel efficiency, and it's, those bikes are so small, and they're lightweight, and they're very easy to maneuver. They're not heavy. This bike is easy to maneuver too. There's nothing wrong with this bike. I mean, it runs great. It's not really liking going 50. It'd rather do 75 or 80. There's nothing wrong with doing 55, or, you know, just enjoying the ride. And I'm trying to get a kind of a feel for what the monkey's gonna feel like as far as speed. Of course, the difference on the monkey, I think, is this one I'm like kind of idling the engine and doing 55. And on the monkey, it's going to be almost wrapped out. You know, it's going to be at the top end. So, but that's a lot to get out of a little 125 motor. You know, I used to have a motorcycle. It was a DR650. It was a Suzuki, built just like this, but it was a 200. And that was a really good bike. That thing got about 88 miles to the gallon. And it had a 3.5 gallon tank, if I remember correctly. So I could do like 300 miles almost on a tank of gas. And I sold that bike when I wanted to get the money to buy the Chinook. And I kind of regret selling it to some extent. But it is what it is. I have a nice Chinook now, so I'm happy about that. When I get the Honda Monkey, I'm probably going to do a lot of long trips. You know, I'll probably do like a couple 100 miles, you know, stay a night or two, you know, and check out. And I'm just going to drive all over the state. I have a map, you know, and I'm just going to live. I'm going to live every single day. You only die once. See, I'm doing 55 now. Big time. I'm on the monkey speed here. I could totally drive, you know, go on a bike ride with my mom and my pop, or my aunt and uncle. My aunt doesn't ride a bike, so it's mainly my uncle's thing. She doesn't ride a bike. She used to when she was younger, but she don't no more. My mom and my pop do. And I would love to take my monkey over to New Mexico and go with them and do like a, you know, I don't know, a couple 100 miles or something together with them, and that'd be a lot of fun. you know, 3 people, and you know, I already have my coat and my helmet and my boots. I just wear old work boots for riding boots. That's all I'm wearing. So this speed right here is what I'm gonna get used to. This is monkey speed. But you know, it's about getting out. It's about getting out and enjoying life and living and experiencing areas, and you're driving to places, and we need to do more in our life than just go to work and die. You know, go to work, pay bills, and die. There's more to life than that. That's why I bought that monkey. That's why I bought this bike. Because I want to live. You know, I see so many people, they get out and they're all worried about the rat race, and they're worried about buying this and buying that, and I need this and I need money for that, and I want this and I want that. And they spend all this time, their whole lives, working and working and working to the point where they don't even get to enjoy the things that they bought with the money. You know, when I worked on the railroad, I had a lot of friends, and the railroad pays good. You get it, it's a good job. You know, it's a lot of BS and politics and nonsense and stuff like that, but it's a good job. But the point that I'm trying to make here is there's a lot of people that make good money on the railroad, and because they're making good money, they buy a lot of toys. They buy quads and boats and travel trailers and big old trucks, and they buy all this stuff, but they never have time to enjoy it. They might take their travel trailer out once a year or twice a year or something like that, because they can't get out because they're spending all their time going to work to pay for all this stuff. I don't want to be like that. This bike, I paid for it. It's paid off. I bought it brand new from the dealership. I financed it. You know, I've got excellent credit, and it's paid off, free and clear. And you know, I decided, well, hell, I'll jump on that bike and I'll go for a ride today. You know, and that's living. That's what we're put on this earth to do. We're not designed to just go to work, pay bills, and die. That's not what life's about. And maybe there's somebody out there watching this video that might be in that rat race and might not even realize that they're in it. Maybe this video can affect you. Maybe it'll change you. Maybe it'll let you open the eyes and say, wow, there is more to life than what I'm doing here, you know. And if I could change one person, see one person buy a motorcycle or whatever it is, a quad or whatever they want, and go do what they need to do, and see a smile on their face and see them light up like a Christmas tree, you know, because they're doing something that they enjoy, you know, they're put on this planet to do, then this video was a huge success if that happens. You know. And if there's anybody ever out there that does happen to, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because I would absolutely love to hear a story like that. That would be fantastic. Go to Cottonwood or Camp Verde, taking that turn. See, and that's something that I might do someday. Who knows? Maybe I'll grab the monkey and I'll make a trip, and that'll be my little journey for that video or something. I'm looking off to my right shoulder just a second ago, and I saw some deer prints in the snow. Kind of cool. And that's the point that I made earlier. You know, when you slow down, you notice things that you would have missed. If I would have came blowing through here at 90 or even 70, I wouldn't have noticed that. I would have probably missed it. So thank goodness for me being able to learn that it's okay to slow down. It's quite okay. We're literally at the top of the world here. We're gonna start dropping down from here. When I was young, I had a Yamaha XT250, and that was a great bike. It's about a 55-mile-an-hour motorcycle back then. I don't know, it'd do a little more, but I didn't push it. Had a bad sprocket on it. I changed the sprocket out, but that was a good little motorcycle. Had a Kickstarter on it, and that's one thing that I miss. I miss the bikes having Kickstarters on them. I wish they would do that again, you know, that they would put Kickstarters on these bikes. This bike here doesn't have one. It's all electric start. So if my battery ever died and I'm out somewhere, I'm just gonna have to push it and pop the clutch. Hopefully I got a little downgrade like this to be able to get it going, put it in like 3rd gear or something, and fire this thing up. But I sold that old XT250, sold that years ago, long time ago I sold it. You know, I'm looking in my rearview mirror every once in a while, my side mirrors, looking behind me, making sure nobody's coming up on me. And that's one thing that you're gonna really have to do when I get my monkey. I'm gonna have to pay close attention to that. Don't want to see if they give the wave. Hey guys, nice bikes. I like how they had those outfitted with them little racks and stuff. That's kind of cool that people wave at you. And that's what we need more in this world, is we need people that care about other people more. I got a lot going on here. I got a women's self-defense seminar that I'm going to go help teach. That's on the 15th. And then on the 29th, we're testing black belts. So I'm going to sit on the panel and test these guys for their black belt. So I'll be doing that. And then next month, like I said, I got my good friend Sarah's getting married. So I'm gonna go check out the wedding and support her and her future husband Justin. He's such a good guy. Sarah's a good girl. They're my best friends. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that trip. I'm enjoying this ride. We're just going down to Payson, Arizona. You know, we're going on the monkey speed here. 50 miles an hour down the hill. Got down to 45. Come on there, little DR650 monkey. It's good practicing this slower speed. And the Honda Monkey is a cool little idea because it has a clutch too. And it's a good bike for beginners. First time, you know, somebody that's never rode, you know, 4-speed, or if you get a 22 model, it's a 5-speed. Lightweight, you can whip them around, and they're, you know, they're not hard to ride. They're very, very easy. You can put your foot down and touch the ground real easy because the seat height ain't real high. And every once in a while I lean to the left to look in the mirror to see if my light's still flashing on the camera, and it is. So I'm still filming. I don't know how much of this footage is actually going to be cut into the final video, but we'll see. I'll get home and I'll look at it on editing, and editing is where the magic happens. This little town of Strawberry, Arizona. There's a strawberry right there. Welcome to Strawberry. Pretty cool. Strawberry, Arizona. Very nice. I wouldn't mind living here, because from here to get to Payson, it's not that far. It's like, I don't know, 15 miles from here to Payson or something like that. I don't know. We'll see a sign here in a minute. Just a tiny little town. Come down for the day, bring the monkey, and get a bite to eat at this little restaurant or something. That's the kind of things that I'm really looking forward to doing in the future. Things like that. 19 miles till Payson. You know, I gotta admit, I kind of like going this speed. Look at that. The speed limit is 50. So the monkey would totally be more than adequate for this road. Going through the mountains there, it got up to 65, I think, the speed limit. But a lot of that area is 55. So, and that's about what I'm doing right now, about 50, 55. So I'm doing monkey speed. You know, I've been watching these videos of these guys. They took two Honda Trail 125s. They went from Anchorage, Alaska, all the way up to Prudhoe Bay. They did 1,000 miles on these Honda Trail 125s. One guy was riding a 1975 Honda Trail 90, and the other guy was, I don't know, 2020 or something, Honda Trail 125, the newer version. And they had a blast. They camped on that trip. And the thing I noticed about that video, you know, they set up their camera and got a lot of shots, you know, of them driving by. And, you know, I as a video content creator, I notice things like that. The amount of work that they put into. Okay, I got a new battery in. So I am ready to go again. Let's go. Let's get back on the road here. There we go. Let's go. There we go. We're back on the road. Let me make sure my camera angle's good. I gotta tighten up this GoPro mount real quick, so I'm riding hands-free right now. There we go. Hopefully that's a good angle. I like this helmet because it has a nice visor on it, and when the sun gets in my eyes, I can kind of point the visor down. Oh, there's a honey stand right there. That's kind of cool. This is neat, you know, coming out and checking out all these little areas and these little places. And you know, I just noticed something. I slowed down to do kind of monkey speed, and I'm doing like 40, and I could smell the food from the restaurants. And it's kind of neat. Let's catch these cars up here and let's get on into Payson. I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'm not on the monkey today. I am doing 70 right now. We're going to get on into Payson. 75 going up this hill. Yeah, baby. There's going to be times when I'm going to want to ride this bike, you know, when I want to open up and go a little faster and stuff. And there's also going to be times when I want to just enjoy the trip and take the monkey. So that's going to be cool. I'm so excited. Right up here on the right in a little while, that's where I did my 10-day. I did the first 5 days there. Payson, that's the town that I drove into when I wanted to call Miss Bella and the girls to check on them to see how they're doing. I went into Payson for that. Let's get around this guy. Let's get on it. Let's open up. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I like about this bike. You can bump it up to 80, 90 right now. Kind of cool when the other bikes wave at you, because they understand. They know what you're doing. They're enjoying the same thing that I'm enjoying. I have a friend in Winslow that has a DR650. And then he bought, I think he bought a BMW, like an 1100 or something, 1200 or something. And he says that new bike is nice. He started on a 650 like this, the same bike I'm riding. I think his was a 93 or something model, though. Mine's a 2018. So he had been riding a lot longer than I have. You know, I started off with my XT250 back in the day, back in high school. And I rode the crap out of that thing. Rode it to school. Took it on the interstate. There was no places that I didn't go on that bike. All these bikes, like this one, is carbureted, and that XT250 that I had was carbureted. But the Monkey is fuel injected. I think that's cool. Fuel injection. So you're going to get excellent fuel efficiency out of it, and performance for what that little motor can do. I think that motor is only putting out 7 to 10 horsepower or something crazy, something tiny. And for what they're able to get out of that bike, it's very impressive. And you got people souping them up and putting pipes on them and putting this and putting that and spending thousands of dollars. Well, if you're gonna buy a Monkey and put $3,000 into it, why don't you just buy a nicer bike? Why don't you just buy something that's gonna go fast? You know, instead of buying that and then trying to get it. Because it seems like, from what I can tell, these people are buying these Monkeys and they're putting all this thousands of dollars worth of parts on them, and they're barely beating a stock Monkey. It's not like it's making them so much better. I mean, they are winning in the drag race and stuff, but they should. They put $3,000 into it, you know, on top of buying the bike. But even at this speed right here that I'm going right now, 60 miles an hour, that little DR650 that I had, you could easily do a speed like this, no problem. You could do 75 on that bike. And it was only a 200cc motor. It got great gas mileage. Okay, right up here on the right is the Verde River, East Verde River, and that's the river that I was on when I did my first 5 days of my 10-day video. Was on the Verde River right here. I was down in that direction. Oh, temperatures are a little warmer over here. I like this. I can feel it. The sun's out. I'm out of them trees. Man, I'm so glad that I made the decision to get out of the house today and just come on out and do this ride. So happy. It's been wonderful. Oh yeah, here we go. Welcome to Payson, Arizona. Payson town limits. Speed limit is monkey speed through here, 40. Better get her down. There we go. These little roundabouts up here, honestly, I don't know what to think about these. I don't like them. I think whoever decided to make these roundabouts, I think they're an idiot. I don't like them. You gotta yield, and then you don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just, not my thing. Hopefully I'm keeping you guys entertained on this ride. You know, I've got a lot of things to learn as far as being a YouTuber for doing motorcycle kind of videos. And, you know, I know that people probably don't want to see the whole trip, so I'm sure that I'll have to cut out like some of the boring stuff, and I'll do that in editing. When I'm sitting at the computer, I'll look at it and I'll kind of know where I'm at. I'll probably cut out sections, and now I'm looking for a place to eat, because that's my mission. My mission is to eat. There was a really good little Mexican food place here. They got enchiladas and stuff right up over here somewhere. Can't remember. Yeah, right there, that La something Mexican restaurant. Yellow light, there we go. I think I might go to Burger King and get me a Whopper. That sounds good. These front brakes are really nice. It's nice to have disc brakes, and that Monkey has disc on front and rear, so I kind of like that. This kid in this car next to me was sure watching me. Probably wondered, man, I wish I was doing that. You should, bud. You should get you a bike, man. You only die once, so you got to live every day, like I said earlier. There's a quad up there, Polaris Trail Boss. He's cruising around. There's my Burger King. Now, come on through, bud. I'll let you in. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna get over and get off of this road because I want a hamburger. That's what he wants too. There where that white truck is up there, there's a buffalo place, and you can get buffalo burgers there. That's where my friend Sarah took me. We went on a hike over here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. We went on a hike up here, and that's where we went and ate. We went and got buffalo burgers. Right there. It was pretty cool. All right. Let me go ahead and take off my gloves and rest myself a little bit. Turn the bike off and let it cool down. I'm going to go inside and enjoy me a Whopper. But see, like I said, I got to take this stuff with me because this is valuable stuff. I'm not going to have somebody steal this stuff. So, the gloves, I don't care about that. Let's take my hat. We'll put my hat there for a second. Okay, let's get out of here. We're going to take off and head back to Winslow. I stopped and saw a friend real quick that I hadn't seen in a while. So that was kind of nice. I got to go visit. And now I'm heading home. Hopefully this will be a nice smooth trip. I hate these roundabouts. I do not like these at all. I think they're dangerous. Because the cars, they're always conflicting with who gets to go, and there's a nice little bike there. Let's get on through. He's got a little bit of horsepower on his, don't he? Look at his. He don't have a chain. He's got a belt drive. That's kind of cool. I'm getting the feeling that the chest mount isn't high enough to show the picture at the best of its ability, so I think I'm going to go with the chin mount. In fact, I've already ordered one, and it might be home when we get there. I'm just glad that I'm back on the road, because I was starting to get concerned visiting my friend, wondering, you know, how much daylight's left, you know, and I got a little ways to go. My odometer just hit 96 miles for this trip, so I want to make sure that I'm going to be having enough time to get home. I noticed there was some sodal on the side of the road there laying down. Sodal is a good wood for making friction fire, for making hand drill sets. Sodal looks like a big yucca. Pretty cool. There's the Verde River right there in front of us on that little bridge. And like I mentioned earlier, that was where I did my first 5 days of my 10-day. I'll definitely be returning to this area probably this spring and early summer for more camping kind of videos. I plan on making 2022 a year where I do a lot of traveling on motorcycles and video a lot of it and share a lot of that with you guys. I just have a few things that I'd like to figure out. You know, maybe some kind of USB power to install on the bike, so I have a way to plug in things that I need to charge. Maybe find something to mount my phone so I can leave my phone there. Just little things like that that I need to take care of if I'm going to be making these longer trips. You know, just little things like that. So I look forward to what the future holds for this year for trips and bikes, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Another thing that I would like to look into is an intercom system, so that I can, if I ride with somebody, like maybe a friend and I go out together, it'd be nice to be able to talk to each other back and forth, and you know, see what they're doing and what are they thinking, and just share a conversation with a fellow friend, or you know, a fellow biker that you're going to go with. That'd be fun. So I'll be looking into that. I'm looking off to the left there, and I'm looking at the sun, and we got a little bit of daylight left. I think I'll make it home before dark. In my personal opinion, I think the DR650 is one of the best enduros ever built. That's just my opinion. I haven't ridden a BMW, you know, they're, what is it, 1100, 1200, whatever it is. I'll tell you one thing, that shaft drive looks awfully nice. The price tag is pretty high on those bikes though. But I guess they're really reliable. So that's interesting. Definitely something to think about in the future. I just don't know if I would spend that much money on a motorcycle. I think this one I paid, what, $8,000 or $9,000, something like that, out the door. And it was one of the best purchases I think I've ever made. I definitely am happy that I pulled the trigger on this purchase. Glad I did it, because I'm out here riding it right now and I'm enjoying myself and I'm having a good time. Let's squeeze another gear. Let's get around this trailer so we can move. That vehicle in front of me looks like they're from New Mexico. That's pretty cool. Let's get around them. Get on down the road. This guy is hauling butt through town. 35 miles an hour and he's doing like 70. He needs to slow down a little bit. I'm doing 50. We got a motorhome up ahead, so we're going to be slowing down to monkey speed soon. Hey, look at that. They got like a Honda Trail, it looks like, on the back of that motorhome. Ain't that funny? I was just talking about that on the way here. That's an older one. Boy, they got a nice little... I'm trying to stay to the side so you can get a glimpse of it maybe. They've got a Honda Trail. Very nice. I wish I could get this red truck out of the way. Boy, that Honda Trail. That is cool. Very cool. I would really like to get one of those too. See, take a look at that. They got a Honda Trail on there. That's an old one. Looks like a 70s model. Very nice. Kind of neat that I got lucky enough to see one of those. And I'm looking off to my left shoulder and the sun is going behind the mountain. So we're going to be going through the mountains here soon. And then it'll be boogie time once I get out of the mountains, hopefully. He's got like the perfect setup, you know. That's like the perfect bike to have on a motorhome like that. Little Honda Trail. There we go. He's pulling off. There we go. Take a look at that Honda Trail there. Look at that. That's nice. Very nice. Older one, but nice. Now it's time to boogie. We're going to get out of the monkey speed and we're going to follow this red truck. Hopefully I'll be able to stay on him. He's getting it though. Hell, I'm doing 80. Come on there, partner. Slowing down through Strawberry here. Fossil Creek Road right there to the left. And you can do that hike. I've done it before. It's pretty nice, but it's better if you can do that hike, that Fossil Creek, from I think you do it from Cottonwood, and it's a little bit easier. The road is terrible though. It's a dirt road and it's a lot of washboards and stuff like that, so it's not the best road to get to the trailhead, but once you get there, it's a nice hike. And I'm planning to take my Chinook out more this year too. Cool thing about these motorcycles and doing trips on them is you can get off. I mean, literally I could pull off like right there and park and find a little spot to camp. There's a lot of areas that you can take these bikes that you can't do in a car. So you find a cool spot, you can easily pull off the road and and do your thing. So I think it's cool. 113 miles as of right now. Boy, this would be a cool place to fly the drone off over my left shoulder. You know, what's this guy doing? Letting us by, I guess. Thank you, sir. We'll get on around you. Thank you. Oh, 276. So I got my turn signal on. We're gonna get off the road here pretty soon and let this dude behind me, let him get around me. I'll let him cruise on by, so I'll take this lane. This is my spot where I'm gonna swap out my batteries for my GoPro. So we'll spin around. Oh, there we go. All right, nice subtle stop there. Okay, and I'll keep recording while I can. Let me take this glove off and get in this little GoPro pouch. This is perfect for keeping all my little gear and stuff in. Where is that other battery? There's some napkins from well, darn, those two. Let's do this one. Okay, napkins from Burger King. Okay, let's go ahead and end this video for now so I can swap out this battery. Okay, got the battery swapped out. I'm back in business. This is the last battery that I have, so hopefully this will be enough to get me home and get this this video done. And I'm hoping that that's a good angle. I'm thinking it is. Let's get back on the road and let's get back to Winslow. There's a truck coming and nothing on my right, so let's go ahead and get on out of here. There we go. Thank you, Jesus. We are back in business. Let's get on up and catch these traffic. I think I timed this pretty well, leaving my friends, you know, giving myself enough daylight to get home. We'll stop at Happy Jack and we'll get some fuel. We'll be seeing the Mogollon Rim road here on the right in a little bit, and then after we see that, it's shortly after that Happy Jack will be on the left, and that's a gas station. And I'm not far from it. There's the Mogollon Rim Road coming up there on the right, so we're close to the gas station. Let's get on over there. Get some fuel. Yeah. Gloves on. Let's get the bike warmed up. Cost me $11.50 in fuel. 2.87 gallons, so almost 3 gallons. And another thing that I purchased while I was in there was a big lighter. So I have a big lighter in my pocket. And now I'm ready to hit the road and get on down. And I put 184 miles on the bike on this trip. Well, that video was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I learned a lot from that video. As you could probably tell, after I got fuel, my last battery that I had for my GoPro died, so I had to cut the video short. I did get home about 15 minutes after the sun went down. I was very cold. I warmed up and looked at the video, and through editing and stuff like that, I noticed that I like the way the audio sounds. However, I don't like the chest mount. So I've got a chin mount coming that I'm gonna try, and we'll see how that goes. I'm just very happy to get out and to ride this bike, and I'm so excited to, you know, finally let you guys know that I got the monkey coming, and I can't wait to take that one out and do trips on it. So again, I want to say thank you guys for joining me today on this video today, this adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. I learned a lot, so I'm planning to produce even better content each and every time. This is my first video that I've ever done mic'd up on a motorcycle, so this is my maiden voyage, and I'm only gonna go up from here. So with all that being said, folks, again, thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys give my channel. Please feel free to leave comments down below, like this video, share this video, and until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.